Hi, and greetings from Portugal's Silver Coast. For the past month, I've had boots on the ground here in Portugal. I started right here on the Silver Coast, then I traveled north, then all the way down through Portugal, 2 weeks on the Algarve. Now I'm back here for a couple of days, just a couple of days to finalize due diligence on an investment I'm personally making here. So what I found, where next, what's coming down the track in terms of RETA deals. First of all, something happened last week that just really blew my mind. Out of a chance lunch dinner with the bank, I heard about an opportunity where we could buy luxury condos in the Algarve direct from a bank. We can get these at as much as €150,000 below market, and the bank are willing to finance 100% of the purchase. All we need to be in for is the closing costs, and I'm going to be telling RETA members about that next month. From here, over the weekend, I go to Lisbon. I have one more week in Portugal. That brings this scouting trip to a total of 5 weeks. In Lisbon, I'm going to be sitting down with banks because I think Lisbon is a dramatically overinflated market. I think it's ripe for a crash. I'm going to be sitting down, making contacts with banks, getting ahead of that when it happens. So it's been an interesting time in Portugal. Some markets are very much on the up. Other markets like the Algarve are strong, stable and mature, so we have to look around the edges. We have to look for the overlooked, we have to look in places and deal types where no one else is looking to find opportunity. And then Lisbon, way overpriced, gonna crash, I think. We'll be there when it crashes. And from Lisbon, I fly back to Mexico. I'm going to fly straight to Cabo San Lucas. I'm going to take a couple of weeks to draw breath, and then I'm straight to Todos Santos because I'm working on a number of new RETA member-only deals in Baja California Sur, in particular around Todos Santos, around Cabo San Lucas, and also in the La Paz area. So this is a part of the world that, ironically is seeing an influx of new flights. So while the world isn't traveling, thousands of new seats to Los Cabos from New York alone are being added. So it's a very, very exciting moment to get in at, relatively speaking, the ground floor in Todos Santos. And as I've been telling RETA members, we're getting really close to a RETA members only deal, overlooking those pristine flat Sea of Cortez waters. It's been delayed just because of some water permitting delays, but I'm very hopeful now it's coming in a matter of months. So after that, I guess my travel will be dictated by opportunity, but I can tell you for sure we're going to have something big coming in San Miguel de Allende in the next couple of months. A new opportunity for members to buy pre-construction condos for under $200,000 in a market that's protected. It's effectively like a geographic and economic moat because permits are just so difficult to get there. We're going to have lots in Rocha in Uruguay. Uruguay is another place that's perfectly poised to do well in these challenging times. Uruguay is a bastion of safety and stability, and smart money and people are flocking there, and the government is welcoming them with open arms with a raft of new residency options. So to be able to buy a lot ahead of the path of progress there in Rocha for under $40,000, that's going to be an extremely exciting opportunity. Back in August, we had one of our most highly weighted and most attractive opportunities yet in RETA over in Spain's Costa del Sol. Those were apartments where we could buy at 50% off original pricing. These were condos that were built in the last crisis and just sat idly there. There's another deal coming, another deal in the same area of the Costa del Sol, again with pricing that is just absolutely unprecedented. I'm talking about entry prices in the region of 150 to 160,000 euros. And remember, today we're in basically a zero interest rate environment. So that means when you go to Spain or you go to Portugal, you can borrow at rates in a range of 1.3 to 2%. So just an incredible moment to use someone else's money to make profitable investments. I'm watching Venezuela closely still. You know, that's our long shot in terms of what could arrive in terms of crisis opportunity over the next year. But also Brazil, you know, this current crisis has created a major currency move, and I'm honing in on a number of new opportunities, both in Sao Paulo that will cater to that kind of really chic urban market, and also in the northeast in Fortaleza, a beach opportunity that will appeal to that new middle class who before would travel to Panama or the Riviera Maya or to Florida on vacation. Now they want to stay closer to home. They want to be domestic. We're going to have a new opportunity to buy pristine ocean view lots in Costa Rica. You know, we just had one in RETA last week. I'm already working on the next opportunity. But like with this opportunity, these are deals that can take 5 to 6 months to put in place. And just to wrap up, we're going to be back in Tulum right now. I'm currently vetting 5 different opportunities. These are condos in Tulum where we're going to be able to buy way below market value, get in at members only pricing and terms, and then take those condos on delivery and plug them into that really, really strong rental market. What's happening in Tulum is quite extraordinary right now. There is travel limitations for Americans to travel right across the world. Mexico is very much open. Right now, you cannot get a long-term rental in Tulum for love nor money. A contact recently sent me a text message about a friend who's got a $5,000 a month budget and just cannot find a long-term rental. And then Panama, I mean, this great bailout, or this new tax program that the Panamanian government brought in to encourage hospitality and tourism development. We have another deal in the works that will allow us to capture huge value. I mean, I'm talking like $70,000, $80,000 per member per condo in value handed directly to us because of this tax subsidy. And that's going to mean condos with an entry price in the $150,000 range. So a lot going on, a lot of travel for me. As I say, I'm going to Lisbon over the weekend, and from there back to Mexico, and from there my travel schedule within the Americas will come into place. But one thing's for sure, you know, the past 6 months have been maybe the strongest we've ever seen in terms of deal flow at RETA, and the next 6 and 12 months are looking even stronger, because there is nothing like a crisis for our group buying power to really command that huge and growing value. And that's what we do. We come together and negotiate bulk discounts where it's a win for us in that we get these huge discounts, and it's a win for the developer and with the high volume of sales. So there you go. I'm heading off, and see you soon.